live on the Squared Circle, and still, one of these days, I'm going to get this right and have it ready to go when we come back, that I'll have the picture there. But anyway.
Eventually, Chris, you'll figure it out.
It is the Toy Man Chris Hill along with Jay Kirby. Join us for another night of the Squared Circle. How is everything going?
Well, Chris, I'll be very honest with you. I'm still kind of reeling from Saturday night. A lot happened at Iron Paradise, especially when it came to the commentary table. But all in all, I personally am fine.
It was an incredible night, and still trying to get everything posted and going here, but there we go.
Same. Updating all my social medias as well.
Yes. But yeah, definitely it was an incredible night, and I guess we should mention we are live for the first time on WSN Network tonight.
Excellent.
So,
look at that.
All those catching us on WSN, welcome. We will have a full premiere on Sunday night, hopefully. We were supposed to do a premiere tonight, but that did not quite work out.
Chris couldn't get it figured out, so it's all
that
his
one was
fault.
me. I have nothing to do with this one. That was server problems or something. I don't know. But we will be back live Sunday night. So hopefully, we'll be back Sunday night with Battle Lines 3 will be airing on WSN, the premiere episode. But if you're watching us here, we've got a lot to talk about, because we had even more Iron Paradise. There we go. We're live. Mr. Owen's taking care of us.
Well, I guess, should we start at the end of the night, or should we start at the beginning of Iron Paradise, Chris? A lot happened.
A lot did happen. Let's start at the beginning, because
fair.
You know, we had the Blade sitting in with us on commentary. He had doing a fine job, and
he was doing an adequate job.
Adequate job?
Yes.
So he's on my level, is what you're saying.
He's got a little bit more potential.
Okay.
Solid 6.5 out of 10.
All right, perfect. And as long as someone steps up the game, because there's we started off the night with our I
believe it was
Xander Slade taking on Mike Rogers. Let's remember what the first match was. So that was
I knew you could do it. I believed. No, this was a fantastic match to get the show started. We've been talking a lot about Xander trying to break that losing streak. I will give an update on the Blade once we get to the end of the show.
Spoiler.
All right. Spoilers. Yes. But no, we've been talking about Xander trying to break this losing streak after the Fatal 4-Way for the North Texas title, his shot at the WrestleMerica Liberty Championship. He has been struggling to get his feet underneath him. This was just the match he needed, and it was a hell of a way to kick this show off.
Yeah, magnificent Mike Rogers, looking magnificent for sure. Took Xander took him to the task. I mean,
they went toe to toe.
Yeah. I think anytime it could have gone either way. The two of them fought hard, but in the end, it was the American Viking, Xander Slade, getting the victory.
Pulled out a new move in the arsenal, by the way.
Yeah, he's no Gunner. It was.
Yes.
Then we went to our second match, where we had Seth Anunnaki taking on Trey Jackson.
Yes. And much like I have been preaching for weeks, this thing immediately broke down. Immediately blew up. Just these two started swinging as soon as the bell rang.
And it was interesting because when Ricky came to the through the curtains, he had a mask. And I've gone back and he said, ask Seth about Jigen, and that's Jigen Bakudan, I think is how you say it. But obviously, it is something from the past that it was kind of a, it may have been something more that that was needed, or that with Seth and him.
I don't know the significance of this mask. I don't know this name. I've been working on trying to translate it all week, but it has been
the mysterious hand.
Right. the mysterious behind the scenes. But no, I've never seen Seth Anunnaki rattled. He's usually, he may be a little zoned out at times, but he's always stirred. He's always got this just mean, nasty look. And then he was caught off guard. This thing he didn't like it, whether it was some kind of weird voodoo that repelled him like kryptonite, or whether it was something that he was not comfy looking at. I've kind of freaked me out. If Seth is scared of something, then I'm terrified.
Yeah, no, I get that. And it definitely was. It was a wild thing. I've gone back. I have looked a little bit on some of the videos of Jigen. I mean, it's almost, I think, an alter ego of Ricky. I don't know if when the mask goes on, he becomes a new person, but he's kind of a wild man, that Jigen. So I think there's more to that, definitely.
Well, we're probably, unfortunately, going to see it again. I'm going to bring a cross and holy water to the ringside next time. But that being said, much like I've said previous weeks, Ricky was in the head of Seth. Seth was more focused on Ricky at ringside, and it almost cost him the match.
Yeah, Ricky even said he hoped that Seth took Trey for granted and just looked past him, and they almost did. I mean, Trey had Seth multiple times. If it wasn't for the ring awareness and that veteran knowledge, I think Trey would have had that match.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Seth's to lose.
We got to talk about the moment. The hand returns. We've got to talk about the moment. Much as I'm hit or miss on the Jackson family themselves, Ricky pushing his son out of the way, taking the suicide dive from Seth for his son. It's pretty, I don't want to use the word heroic. That's a bit of a stretch for Ricky Jackson, but that was an admirable moment.
Yeah,
from Ricky taking the metaphorical bullet for his son. Trying to help him win this match and hopefully punch a ticket to the cruiserweight title. But Steph just too wild, too aggressive, dropping him with that. Oh boy, Big John's in here. I'm gonna behave.
From Rock,
right? But Steph dropping Ricky, Trey, not Ricky, dropping Trey with that fisherman brainbuster. Just that hurt my neck from ringside. Ugh.
Yeah. Definitely so. So, but ultimately, Seth Anunnaki was able to pull out that win, and as Brady had mentioned, it was a winning streak that Seth's been on recently.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are on the prize. He wants his chance at the Cruiserweight Championship.
Chris the Ant Hill, he gets his rematch next Saturday, because almost as soon as that brainbuster dropped, soon as that third hand hit the mat, 1, 2, 3, and Seth popped up to celebrate his win, here came the champion, our Cruiserweight champion, Chance Fortune, rushing the ring.
And not the fun-loving, cheerful Chance Fortune. This was a vengeful Chance Fortune who was coming back for payback for the last
to steal someone else's shtick. No flips, just fists. He came straight at Seth, started throwing hands, and challenged Seth Anunnaki to a cage match at Metal Mayhem for the Cruiserweight Championship.
I don't know if that was a wise decision on Chance's part.
You could look at it one of two ways, Chris. Either A, Chance is locked inside a cage with Seth Anunnaki, which I don't want that Saturday night ever. Or B, we're about to see Chance go, oh, I can flip off that. I can jump off that. He's gonna find
Anunnaki's just as crazy. He'll go off the top of it. I mean,
yeah, but Seth's not gonna moonsault over the two of us at ringside.
You don't know that.
That's fair, Chris.
Seth may just go through us on ringside.
You make an excellent point, and I will make sure that you are sitting closer to the ring than I am.
Yes.
But those two men are going to be locked inside a cage, and I don't know if it's Chance locked in there with Seth or Seth locked in there with Chance.
Either way, both men.
Bless you. I used the mute button this time. Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent production, Chris.
Still trying to get over. I've had this illness, and the cough just comes back whenever I talk a lot. So, Seth is no stranger to cage matches. Chance did have his first cage match last year at Metal Mayhem. He took on Joey Garcia and almost came out North Texas champion on that one. So it was both men know the cage, so it's going to be an interesting match for sure.
I'm looking forward to it, to say the least.
Then we were supposed to have the women's championship match.
But Chris Hill rudely interrupted.
Yes, Mr. Owens was about to announce this match, and unfortunately I had the news that Hudson Envy was not going to be able to make it due to the storms that we had here. She had a family emergency that she had to take care of, and I get it. I mean, family over championship.
We definitely hope all is well with Hudson Envy's family, and we look forward to her coming to APW in the future.
But we've brought out Hilda Limoneka, and she basically put out an open challenge, but no females in the building. But obviously, Morgan got word of it and sent video.
She didn't send a smoke screen. She didn't send a phone call. She didn't send a tweet. She sent a video message right to the champ. We put it on the big screens. She wants the APW Women's Championship at Metal Mayhem.
Yep. And Hilda accepted, and so it looks like we will have. We'll see what we got here.
Looks like someone's trying to call into the show.
Yo, caller, you're on the air. You there? Have a caller on the air? Oh, they were listening, but they didn't want to talk.
I could barely hear someone trying to get through, so we apologize that our phone is either not connecting or your phone didn't connect, but please feel free. We're still in the comment section. Feel free to shoot whatever questions and comments you had.
I was just checking. I do have my Bluetooth turned up, so it was not my fault that time.
Right.
Well, I can't say it wasn't my fault, and it always could be my fault. But we will have our second match set for Metal Mayhem. It will be Morgan Mercy taking on Hilda Limoneka for the women's championship. 2 championship matches in the cage.
These two ladies, they didn't mince words, Chris, when it came to Saturday night. I'm kind of glad there's going to be a cage between us and them. No love lost between these two very talented and apparently very fired up ladies for the women's title. Morgan Mercy, she had very strong words for the champion, and the champion has some stronger words back. So
Yes.
I am very glad that these two are going to be inside the cage, because I don't want to be hit with any of the crossfire.
But then we got to our third match of the night, which ended up being the Enforcer, Ocho Camacho, taking on Will Locke. Oh, we'll try this again.
Here we go again.
All right, caller, you're on the air.
To our third match.
Hello?
Hello.
Ended up being the man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
I have a question.
Sure.
When is the next match?
The next
And
show.
Mineral Wells.
Oh, at Mineral Wells?
Yeah.
I don't know when they'll do the next Mineral Wells show. That it's Rampage who's running Mineral Wells, so we don't have we're not doing the shows out there.
Sure.
No, Uncensored Rampage.
Yeah. Let's see, February. They should be running a show in April, but I don't have the exact dates on that.
Okay.
Rampage is running Metal Wells.
All right.
We're not doing the shows out there. Sure.
All right. I was wanting to stay on, but
Do you
I
have
would
any?
stay in.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
Oh,
Eddie Frazier is the one I was asking.
okay. Well, Rampage, you'll have to check with them because I'm not sure on their exact dates. All right.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Rampage fans.
I mean, we've done well. APW. I've only gotten to witness Rampage Wrestling. APW's done a couple co-promotions with them.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I know a lot of the guys wrestle out there as well. King Outlaw regularly, even Chance Fortune, a lot of them. So I just don't have the date in front of me, and unfortunately,
I do because I'm on top of this, Chris.
You're on top of
I'm
it.
an
Okay.
excellent journalist. It is this Saturday, March 15th in Lubbock, I believe.
No, that's a different Rampage.
That's a different Rampage. There are two
Yeah.
Rampage Wrestlings.
There's Rampage
dare they?
Wrestling out of Lubbock, and then there's Rampage Uncensored out of Mineral Wells. There's all kinds of wrestling promotions around North Texas, and that's a great thing.
And that is why APW is here giving us some of the best content, Chris.
Everywhere you're at, catch an indie promotion. Please,
Absolutely.
please, please. I don't care what part of the country you're in, what part of the state you're in. If you're in Texas, I know there's probably 20, probably more than 20 in Texas.
There's probably 20 in Dallas, period.
Yeah, that's true.
So, there is plenty of indie wrestling out there. Support local indie promotions.
These guys put on an amazing show. Just go and enjoy it. So let's see. Let's see, where were we at? Will Locke and Ocho Camacho, the man of mystery, Will Locke.
Yes.
You know what? And I figured it out. I had
Oh,
his name spelled wrong. I was given.
did you put two L's instead of one? Was that the problem? We've got another caller.
Caller, you're on the air.
Okay. This is Professor Bear.
Hello, sir. How are you?
You know, generally I would say I'm blessed, which I am blessed, but I'm not too happy right now.
I completely understand.
Chris, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything. You know what happened. Professor,
Yeah.
if you don't know who Professor Bear is part of WSN.
I have not had the pleasure to meet Mr. Bear.
Let me clear that up for you. I am not just part of WSN. I'm the co-CEO of WSN.
I do apologize. I did know that. I just
No, that's fine, and it's no problem. But yeah, I'm not happy.
Yeah, no,
And
I can imagine.
so I realize y'all having a little event next week.
yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about time for Professor Bear to make his presence known and show up.
I will welcome you at the door, sir.
Yeah. This is and I understand that it's not you gentlemen's fault. I've definitely been keeping my eyes on things, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to show up in person and get some stuff straightened out, because clearly they're being really disrespectful, not only to our brand, but to the co-CEO Brady, and especially to the Blade. Now, would you want someone to physically put their hands on you?
No, I've
No,
said it
sir.
multiple
That's why I'm on the commentary table.
Well, let's just say this. I will be coming, and I won't be alone. And we're going to get some things straightened out with Mr. Brock. And I'm going to talk to him face to face, and not to talk behind the scenes. I want the fans of APW to know that we are not a joke. We love the fans, and that is not going to go without, I'm not going to say payback,
Repercussions.
but retribution. That's a better word.
You know, Rock Bannon has been a thorn in APW side for many a year, and I think it's time for some more help to come in. Honestly,
Yeah, and yeah, and one funny thing I chuckle about is he could do that to Gavin, the Blade, but what could he do to someone who was his size or bigger? What would he do with if I stood toe to toe with his big guys and they're saying, pardon my language, oh shit. So, yeah, I definitely think I'm going to have to make that trip.
well, I definitely look forward to meeting you and seeing what surprises you bring. So,
Yeah.
we've been surprised multiple times already by WSN, and I'm looking forward to more surprises.
Yeah. I started not to announce me coming, but once I thought about it, I want him to understand and know that I'm coming. I don't want him to, oh, WSC jumped me. WA just popped up. No. As a man, I can definitely stand into anyone's face or in their presence and let them know what's what.
Ooh.
Professor, I've got somebody on here that is itching to talk to you, I think.
Oh my!
One half of the the
The posse,
Posse.
the posse, Chris Hill,
the
the APW Tag Team Champions.
but those who attacked the Blade.
Well, good. I'd love to have a conversation with him.
Well, you're the last person on the face of God's green earth I want to talk to. Your name's Professor Bear. What kind of dumb shit is that? Come up with a real name. You're sort of like, you're sounding a lot like the Toy Man.
As soon as you come up with a better looking face, I'll come up with a better name.
A better looking face. The ladies love my face. You can't even use your real name.
Okay, let me go. I do have, since you're on with us, Big John. I don't know if you've heard, but you and Big Herd have been banned from Metal Mayhem by the board of directors.
Oh man, I'm banned.
You are banned from Metal Mayhem by the board of directors.
Like banned from inside the building or the premises?
I would assume the premises, but I just was told that you were banned from Metal Mayhem. So
I'll have my lawyers talk, because what happened to Blade is going to happen to Brady too. I'm just putting that out there.
Is that going to happen to Professor Bird too?
Show up, old man. I'll throw your ass in the nursing home.
Yeah. So is that a threat?
And now it's a promise, bud.
you might be careful there, Big John. I think they might have some backups. You look at who they brought in Shogun. They may bring in more people this time.
And what happened? I eliminated Shogun. I don't care who they bring in.
Oh, yeah. Be careful what your mouth says.
No, see, they told me last week to be careful. What happened? We beat them. So
well, good.
There's no being careful. I can say what I want because I can back it up.
Well, good. I hope you can. And we'll see how tough you talk when I'm there face to face.
I'll talk the same. I don't care.
Wait. I forgot. You're banned.
Yeah.
So,
see, now, Professor Bear, you're only going because I'm banned. That's it. Because you're too scared to stand in the same room as me and look me face to face.
I don't think they knew that you were banned. That was just information that I got today. So we might have to talk with the board of directors to see if we can't allow some a quick visit.
Well, I was gonna say, I have a talk with the board. Don't worry about it, big guy. You'll be there. If you got, excuse me, that's if you got any balls about yourself.
Oh man, are we back in middle school talking about my balls?
No.
Since we're talking about balls, why don't you get yours out of Brady's pocket and show up when I'm actually there?
Balls. Oh, you will not have to worry there, big guy. I'm ready and always down to slap somebody in the mouth.
I wish you would touch me. I'll put your old ass in a nursing home.
I can't think of anything else. So I'm going to say nursing home. Yeah, buddy. It's awful big of you when it's 2-on-1, 3-on-1. It's amazing what you can do. But when you're even, what can you do? What can you do with somebody bigger than Blade? When somebody has experience with bullies.
Like Shogun. Eliminated him. Beat him.
Shogun eliminated him.
Jason Bruce.
Beat
him twice.
Beat him twice. See, you talking about wrestling. I'm not a wrestler. What I am is a man. And I do not tolerate disrespect to my friends, my company, or anything else. Again, have your fun, talk your little stuff, go on all these different podcasts and I'm so tough. Let's see if you do that when I'm down there next week.
You heard the man. I'm banned, so you still gonna show up when I'm not there, coward?
We still have Rock and,
Oh, I'm
and
gonna
Levi.
fix that.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry about it, guys.
Feel like these two are
You can be there.
definitely going to run into each other at some point.
Yes.
And I do hate to be this way, but some people don't learn until you just have to show them.
You're
Well,
right.
I look forward to meeting
So
with
when
you.
are you gonna learn to stay out of the posse's
Bear.
business?
Thank you, gentlemen. I really appreciate it. Big John, go on and go steal some candies from little kids and stuff, whatever you do. And be
I
ready
don't
for
think I'm gonna
next
steal
week.
your retirement check now. Hang up the phone and let's talk about the posse. This is an APW show, not WSN. Toodles.
Like you have power. Like you have power.
All right, Professor Bear. We look forward to meeting you next Saturday. Sounds like we'll have even more action with WSN in the house.
Oh, yeah. Y'all have a good evening, gentlemen. Big John, go find somebody else you could bully.
I'm not a bully. I just share the truth.
Have fun.
All right. Have a good night, sir.
You too.
Bye. John, be nice to our guests.
John.
I'm a nice guy. What can I say?
But that's debatable. So
I welcomed him in with open arms.
is that what you call it?
Yeah.
I guess while you're on, we'll skip over Willock and Ocho and come back to that. But since you're on, let's talk about your match. It was the Posse taking on Rebel with his special partner Chaos.
Oh. Yep. Beat him.
Yeah.
Like I
You did
said.
beat him.
This was a hard-hitting affair.
There was a huge battle. Rock seemed to need the help, but once again, though, I mean, why does Rock always need to help you guys out to
Need
win?
the help.
Yeah.
Who?
You and Herd. He had Chaos over beating him with the belt while you're pinning Rebel.
While we're pinning Rebel. He didn't help us win. He was trying to get rid of the trash so we didn't have to. He was doing the fans of Keene, Texas a favor and wiping out the trash. I mean, God knows they go home with trash every night, but our good friend Rock Bannon was just helping him out a little bit, getting a little eyesore out of the way.
Is that it, huh?
That's right.
Hiding in the dark.
I just got out of class. I'm in college, unlike you guys that didn't pass middle school.
I'm Brady. I'm looking forward to meeting the Bear. Honestly, this is it's been a pleasure having you and Gavin there, and it'll be nice to see what surprises you can bring us. So, but yes, in the end, you were victorious.
Yes, still APW Tag Team Champions.
Then you turned your wrath to a commentator, someone who is not trained in wrestling,
someone who wouldn't keep his nose out of the posse's business. He was leaving that out.
He was doing commentary.
And at the last show, he slapped Rock for no reason.
After Rock slapped him the show before.
He was in our ring, unwelcomed.
He was invited by you.
He wasn't invited by me. I've never talked to the guy.
He was invited by the posse. Listen, I try to stay in the middle ground here, but I'm not standing for this. All right, what you guys did to Gavin the Blade was pathetic and sick Two huge. Listen, y'all are big boys. You're all tough, mean SOBs, tag team champions. I respect that. But what you did was pathetic to Gavin. I don't like Gavin, okay? He's a Star Trek guy. I'm a Star Wars guy. We don't like the same music. We don't like the same movies. We don't like anything besides wrestling. And even this was despicable. I cannot believe the two of you had the balls, had the stones, had the stomach to put your hands on a commentator half your size, 2-on-1, and leave him injured. So you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And you're lucky that APW didn't strip you of the tag team titles on the spot.
You're right. I'm ashamed of myself.
Sorry, I didn't mean to lose my temper.
We shouldn't have done that. Just kidding, Jay. You keep running your mouth, I'll do the same thing to you.
I'm not scared of you, Big John, okay? I might be at the commentary table, but that's for my own good, all right?
That's where you belong, right next to the toy man, sitting there calling the action. See, you guys got this all in your head that we attacked Gavin or Blade or whatever you call him for no reason. He wouldn't keep his nose out of the posse's business. That's simple. You don't want problems. Keep your nose out of our business. We only show up, wrestle, get paid, go to the bar. That's it. But you guys want to keep sticking your nose where it's unwanted. So then problems are going to happen.
So,
and I'm not sorry for any of them.
Commenting on things is sticking our nose in the wrong places? Is that what you're saying?
You're sticking your nose in the wrong places. Gavin or Blade slapped Rock at the last show. No reason. And then your buddy Brady had to get on the mic. Oh, Rocky touched him, you're suspended. Blah, 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 blah. So he stuck his nose in our business. He attacked Rock. We found in the contract, which, if I remember correctly, I told you guys was there, but y'all didn't want to believe me, that the contracts did not state that we couldn't put hands on him. So we got even. You attack one of ours, we'll attack one of yours.
When it's wrestler on wrestler, when you're in a match, that's fine. I don't believe any support staff, commentary, cameraman, anybody should be attacked. That's part of the issue.
The posse's business. Simple.
All right.
Simple.
No, that'll be easy. We can just not talk about the posse. That'll be just skip over those matches.
You got to talk about the hottest thing in APW.
Oh, Jack and Juicy. Yeah. No, I'll talk about Jack and Juicy all day long.
It sure ain't Jack and Juicy.
Mm.
When was the last time they won a match?
See, they won some titles too.
Last year, 2 years ago.
They're collecting titles. I see the titles in the office at the gym. They've got like 12 titles in there.
Yeah, anybody can buy belts and hang them up.
All right.
He ain't defended them in a while. He's too scared.
Anything else for us tonight, Mr. John, Big John G?
Not at all, Mr. Hill. I just wanted to bless you guys with my presence.
I'm looking forward to not seeing you next Saturday. So,
hey, I might just pull up a chair and sit outside.
Sit outside. We're in Alvarado. Yeah. We're in Alvarado Saturday. Yeah, just so you know.
Well, wear a coat. It might rain.
Yeah.
All right. You know. I, unlike the fans of APW, can read. You're in Cleburne.
All right. I forget. You're a smart man. You're going to college. So
I am. Going to law school, to be exact.
Oh. All right.
So maybe Chris, you ever see the light, I'll
start calling you Kingpin.
Well, I have other things to do tonight, gentlemen. So I'll see y'all next Thursday. Podcast is Thursday. Next
Thursday
Thursday.
nights. Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I hope, from the bottom of my heart, I hope Blade gets to feeling better. Yeah.
I need a break. Let's take a commercial break,
please.
and we'll be back after this.
Are you ready to start your fitness journey today, but don't want to deal with the hassle of big, overcrowded franchise gyms, or tired of waiting on gym equipment? Then head down to AFC Advanced Fitness Center in Keene, Texas, where we're locally owned and operated. That's 2221 FM 2280 Keene, Texas, where we offer several different memberships starting out at $23.99. We also offer 24-hour memberships and also tanning. Don't forget to call us and ask us about our first responder discounts and our educator discounts and also veteran discounts. Call us at 817-506-0003. That's 817-506-0003. Call us today and let's get healthy together.
Looking for unbeatable daily deals on the hottest vapes and treats? Head to Vapor Labs. Discover amazing sales on Geek Bars, Core Infinity Vapes, and a variety of delicious gummy treats. Find us at 1301 West Henderson Street, Suite 1, Cleburne, Texas, right between World Gym and Bright Dental. Don't miss out on your next great deal at Vapor Labs, your one-stop shop for all things vape and more.
Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleburne or Alvarado, Texas. But what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
Our next show, not Battle Lines.
No, that one's going to be posted on the WSN network.
Our next show is Metal Mayhem.
There it is. Metal Mayhem.
Get the right file pulled up. Metal Mayhem, March 22nd in Cleburne, Texas. Yes, it was Cleburne. John does know how to read. I was hoping maybe not, but
surprising.
Metal Mayhem and let's go back real quick to
you're right, Chris. Let's go back. I want to apologize. I lost my temper. I'm not supposed to do that. I should be professional and unbiased when it comes to not only commentary but the squared circle. So I'm sorry for my outburst.
It gets the best of us. There's something about the posse that
listen. I said it during my little rant. And Gavin, we don't see eye to eye. Probably because I'm taller than him, but we don't always get along. We don't always agree. But what the posse did is uncalled for, unheard of, and was pathetic. How are the tag team champions going to show how tough they are by beating up an untrained commentator?
Oh, WSN board of directors meeting with the APW board. All right. More to come for sure.
That'll be a fascinating meeting.
The match that we did miss was Will Locke versus the Enforcer
Ocho Camacho.
Woo!
These two guys went at it. They were. This was a hoss fight.
Ocho was already calling for run it back again next. So he's ready for more.
Yeah. These two, as soon as the bell rang, Ocho hit a huge spear, and these two just hit fifth gear and stayed in it for the whole match, just trading bars.
And Will's bigger guy than I expected, and he was doing cruiserweight moves. I mean, flying off, just absolutely crazy. So it was an incredible match, but in the end, you said it started with the spear, it ended with the spear. Ocho
spear put him in the clutch and made him humble. Chris Hill.
So
Ocho wins, and he's he said it multiple times. He's got his eye on our heavyweight champion, Levi Lucas.
I do know for a fact that Ocho Camacho will be back. I've seen some bookings that he's on, so he will be back in APW in the very near future. So, but we've got most of our show already done. Golly.
Yeah.
Let's get through this. We've got multiple matches to talk about with Metal Mayhem. Obviously, we have our first one that was announced, Seth Anunnaki taking on Chance Fortune for the APW Cruiserweight Championship. Absolutely going to be insane. I mean, these two men are both insane when it comes to high flying. We may see both of them come off the cage at each other.
That is a very, very that's a safe bet, is what that is.
It's gonna be that who was it? I know it's Hardy and going at I don't know, the crossbody in the midair,
Someone's gonna get hurt, and
yes.
I hope it ain't me.
Yeah, somebody will be hurt on that match for sure. So we will talk much more about that one coming up, but it's going to be an all-out fight for the Cruiserweight Championship. And then speaking of fight, we've got round 12, 20. I don't know how often Hilda and Morgan have faced off with each other. It's at least 3 with us. And yes, VIP is nearly sold out already. We're a week and a half away, and we have already. I think they added a table because we were technically sold out of VIP. So we've added a table because we've got the room, and the demand is there.
This is listen. This is the show to see. If you get a chance to come watch APW, Metal Mayhem is the show. We've got a huge look at this. Look at this match right here. This is a feud. These two ladies hate each other, and they are going to beat the brakes off one another inside the cage. Hilda versus Morgan, APW women's title. Thank God it's in a cage because there might be collateral damage.
Hilda never ceases to surprise me. She should not be able to stand toe-to-toe with Morgan. Morgan has had some of the fiercest fights in APW, and yet Hilda stays toe-to-toe with her every time and just takes her to the limit. And actually, last time they met, she came out victorious. So Morgan is ready for her title back.
It ain't going to be an easy night, that's for certain.
We also have signed triple threat match with the American Viking Xander Slay taking on that guy, Red Chambers, and Brandon Groom, coming to APW for a triple threat match in a cage. It's a night of cage matches for sure. If you were at Metal Mayhem last year, every match was in the cage, and I think we're going to do it again this year.
This is going to be an interesting one. Xander, he broke that streak of his. He's got a little bit of fire, a little bit of momentum on his side. He's got a new move in his arsenal, Chris. We don't know the name of it yet. That's how new it is. He just pops this thing out of nowhere, drops Mike in the middle of the ring. So these two gentlemen coming into this triple threat match need to be careful. This new secret weapon that he broke out last month. Or last week, sorry.
Last week, yeah. And who knows what Brandon Groom brings to the table with this. I mean,
I'm going to be doing me some research this week.
He's a beast. I mean, he's built like Mike Rogers was. I mean, it's just so. And from what I understand, he is very familiar with the cage. So,
alrighty.
And that guy, Red Chambers, I mean, I've got issues with that man too. I mean, Shogun had a very bad weekend when he was in town. He got screwed over at the battle lines. He went to NTW, won the championship there, only to be screwed over at the end, and Red Chambers took his championship away from him.
Gotcha.
So he was
there's the beef
champion.
No need to ask where the beef is. It's right here, Chris.
Yes.
Got it.
So, Red Chambers, him and I are not on friendly
Not
terms.
pen pals? No
No.
Christmas cards exchanged.
Not at all. So,
Well.
but then the rematch of all rematches, the exclusive.
You've been holding out on me all night, Chris.
Will
How
be
dare
taking
you?
on AXL in a cage.
Former heavyweight champion Axel Savage versus Levi Lucas, APW heavyweight championship on the line, and it's in a cage, ladies and gentlemen.
The posse heard and
banned from the
Big John G
premises.
may be banned, but Levi Lucas will be there, and I'm assuming Rock Bannon will be too. I mean,
more than likely, Levi's shadow is going to be right behind him. Rock Band is going to be at ringside,
but
there's
being
a cage.
In a cage, not much Rock can do to help in a cage because anything goes there.
Rock is going to be locked outside, and Big Hurt and Big John have been banned from the premises, ladies and gentlemen. So, listen, I'm not backing any horse in this fight. But if Axel is ever going to get a fair shot at the heavyweight title, this is the night.
Let's not forget, he won that championship last year at Metal Mayhem, taking out King Outlaw in the cage.
So and we've I feel like a broken record when I say this, but these two, they don't like each other. No love lost. They are going to tear each other apart. Levi's going to do whatever it takes to retain that title, and Axel's going to do whatever it takes to leave with it. So violence is going to ensue.
Sorry to hear that. I was hoping it wasn't as bad for the Blade.
Well,
I was,
like I said, me and Gavin, we don't see eye to eye, but I still don't want to see him laid up at home. I'd much rather be harassing him on the commentary mic. Best wishes to Gavin the Blade, and hopefully he'll be back soon.
We know no opponents yet, but we do know that Big J will be in the house. I'm
North Texas champion,
defending the North Texas championship.
Very likely.
Very likely. I mean,
he missed out at Battle Lines 3. I believe he was ill.
He did. He caught the flu and was not able to defend it against Alec Bluesdale. But
so he may have to put the title on the line, or it might be suspended. Board of directors, I don't know what their plans are. They don't tell me anything. No one tells me anything. Thanks, Chris.
I don't get much either, but his partner, Mikey B, will be in the house. I mean, last we saw them, the two of them were not too happy with each other either. So who knows?
There was a mild miscommunication, which ended up costing Mikey his shot at the North Texas title, and Big J walking out with it.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
And Jacked and Juicy will be in the house.
Your boys. Your friends, your pals, your amigos.
I was hoping for a tag team title match in the cage, but if the champs are combine those championships, we got the old school and the new tag champions, get them together and in a cage. What better way to do that? But if they're banned from the
premises, Chris Hill. It's a safer evening at the commentary table for all.
It will be safer for all of us, for sure. But at some point, either they will be stripped of their titles or they will be faced again.
I mean, they've already been handed a suspension. Who knows? They could be handed fines. They could, because Big John said it right here. He cares about wrestling and beating people up. He cares about going to get drinks and being the champion. So if he keeps putting hands on people that aren't wrestlers, that very much gets rid of all the things he loves to do. Don't get paid, you don't get to go to the bar. You get suspended and banned from the building, you don't get to wrestle, which means you don't get paid to wrestle. And then if you get banned too many times or for too long, board of directors are going to take them belts off your shoulders. So I don't think he's done the math on that yet.
Yeah. So, all right, let's take a quick commercial break before we finish things off here. Got to pay the bills. So we'll be right back after this.
Hello from Stitches, Clings, and Things, where we offer custom t-shirts for personal wear or business apparel. We even offer vehicle decals and even custom crochet items like beanies, blankets, coasters, and more. Please contact through our social media platform on Facebook or call us at 817-666-8027 and even email us at stitchesclingsandthings@outlook.com.
Hi, welcome to Henson Photography. We do all kinds of photos. Sports photos, family photos, and shows like APW. We have done rodeos, volleyball, basketball, cheerleading, color guard, promos, and many more. Henson Photography is family owned and ran. So come check us out on Facebook at Henson Photography, and we will see you at the next show.
Do you want to advertise your local business to a wider audience? Well, why not advertise with Johnson County's best pro wrestling promotion? Have your business showcased on Roku TV through the DC Network throughout episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and also through the Squared Circle podcast. For inquiries, please email advertisewithapw@gmail.com.
It's like it's time to update some commercials. I mean, we have WSN. We have the Wrestling Society Network to advertise on as well now.
Yes, we do.
Thank you all those who are watching on the Wrestling Society Network. We're glad to have you. Sunday night, we will be kicking off. You'll get the official premiere. This is your preview of APW, but the official premiere of APW on the Wrestling Society Network this Sunday night, barring any future server issues.
Fingers crossed, Chris.
But the good thing is, Battle Lines was not going against us, so you know, that was kind of the thing. It was we were going to have them on at the same time, but
right, because then I would have had to blame you for the bad viewership.
Yes, that's true. That's it's bad enough that we go against Trey and Ricky all the time. So
right,
you know, that's
oh, they had plenty to talk about tonight, I bet.
I'm sure. I have to go back. I could go. I always catch theirs afterwards. I don't get to watch it live, but they're still on when we're done. You can probably go catch at least the end of it live. Metal Mayhem will be our next show Saturday, March 22nd at the J.N. Long Cultural Arts Center in Cleburne, right behind HEB. Everything is VIP is nearly sold out. If you want VIP tickets, I would get them now. If you want front row tickets, I would think about sooner than later.
Buy them now. Buy quick because they're going quick.
It's not a tiny venue, but we're gonna fill that place up.
Absolutely. I mean, last show was a tiny venue, and that place was packed.
Yeah,
it's almost like I was right, Chris.
Very much so. There is more room at J and Long, but we can fill it up, no problem. I think.
Well, with this card, you should definitely get your tickets now before you can't.
Get them now at advancedprowrestling.com. I'm sure Wrestling Society Network has them on there as well. Oh, yeah, Brady already has it on there. I just didn't read it ahead of time.
Look at that. Tickets available at Wrestling Society.
Next Saturday, we are a week and 2 days away. Doing this on Thursday now. It's kind of like, oh, we're almost there.
Yep. 9 days, Chris. 9 days.
9 days. That will do it for us tonight, I think. Enjoy the lunar eclipse tonight. If you're, I don't know. And from what I understand, anywhere in the United States, you can watch the lunar eclipse tonight. I know it starts around 1 a.m. here in Texas.
It's going to be very late at night. But I might take a peek.
There we go. You can call 817-666-8027 for tickets if you don't want to do it online. Miss Mindy will take care of you.
Look at that. So. you can call to get tickets. You can go online to get tickets. I wouldn't wait in line to get tickets because you might lose out. But tickets will be available at the door if I'm not mistaken, Chris.
Tickets may be available at the door.
May be available at the door.
What
We
is
may
left
be-
will be sold at the door. But if we sell out ahead of time, there were people turned away at the last show. Just saying.
So don't miss your opportunity for one of the biggest shows of the year. Probably in my humble opinion, probably gonna be the best show of the year. Loves me a good cage match.
We can fit probably an extra 60 people in this venue than what we can at the gym, but still. All right. We will be back next week talking all about Metal Mayhem. We will go deeper into each of the matches. Just wanted to give you a preview now, and maybe we will find out what's going on with Big J, with Mikey B, and Jack and Juicy as well.
And with the North Texas title, let's not forget.
Yes. So, you can call that number for tickets as well. I think it was this. It was this one. All right. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next Thursday night, ready for more Squared Circle. Be sure to watch WSN Sunday night. I know it's so All Out Assault is on YouTube. It launched today, so you can catch All Out Assault right now.
Check that out right now.
Battle Lines 3 will be on WSN coming up Sunday night, as well as on YouTube and everywhere else. And it will all be on DC Network very soon as well. So have a great night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week.